Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we're going to do a reading for long distance or no contact. Let's call in spirit with some wind chime time. I know, did you feel like that was a little jarring? I feel like maybe there could be some communication coming in for some of you. Alright, let's see. We haven't used the Dark Goddess Oracle very much, so we're going to bring that one out today. I hope you're having a lovely day so far. This has a bunch of badass women from history to represent different moods or maybe challenges even. And our first one out is Arachne, which represents hubris. So we might be dealing with somebody here who has a bit of an ego. They could be going through a little bit of an ego death or a dark night of the soul kind of situation. Let's see. Oh, that's my favorite one. Ma'at for judgment. So somebody is learning a lesson pertaining to their hubris. They may have chosen a path that wasn't really the way they were supposed to go or the way they should have gone, and as a result there's a lesson here for them. We have Inara for trickery. So I'm noticing that she has spots on her stomach. So what I heard was a leopard doesn't change their spots. So there's maybe something here about somebody having demonstrated a problem in the past and maybe wanting to, work on that or making promises that they changed. But this would be something that pertains to a need to control the situation. Maybe control the perception that people have. I'm going to try to pronounce this correctly. Tiamat. So there's a dragon around her shoulders who's kind of losing his footing. And that definitely demonstrates kind of losing control. So I feel like there was somebody here who kind of overestimated their own power, their own abilities, and their ass ended up being shown to the world because they ended up trying to do something to control a situation that ended up contributing to losing something. So we have judgment here. So there is karma, or there is karma around the corner for this person. What else do we have for no contact? We have the Ten of Cups. And for hidden energy, we have the Knight of Cups. So I'm focusing on the fact that we have muscles. Not really something that we generally have a focus on in the Ten of Cups, but what I see is somebody who felt like a relationship that they had, some sort of, it could even just be roommates, right? This is a living situation that somebody viewed as improving them somehow, like their value went up. We have the Eight of Cups in the reverse, clarifying between hubris and judgment. Somebody may have been guided to walk away or leave a situation alone, but likely because they wanted to have control, they disregarded this message or decided to move on forwards anyways, probably into some sort of opposing situation where we have an argument, low level conflict, and my guess is it didn't go the way they thought it would. It didn't go the way they thought it would. Somebody has kind of been publicly shamed here. So there is a public understanding now of what this person did in terms of like the lengths they went through for this trickery to control a situation. And there could be, round two, fight, more issues happening because now people are turning on this person that they thought, was respectable. There's a public change in reputation for this person. They have failed. And now they don't know who they can trust because there's a decent chance no one's loyal to them. There's no one standing behind this person. It's only swords. It's like, in my mind, these are the people that used to be standing next to this person, and now they've been replaced with swords, which, for me, means now that I know the truth about you, I am no longer next to you. I have gotten some insight in who you are, so I am no longer next to you. But I'll leave the receipts right here for you. As a result, this person who was maybe a little bit braggadocious about their relationship or the status that they maybe got from that relationship, with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, coming out with the Nine of Pentacles, this person is losing partnerships, opportunities, because people see who they are. We have the Five of Cups in the reverse. As far as the homestead or the living situation that changed drastically in terms of, somebody assuming that, this was a long-term thing, they were, basically signing checks off of this relationship. Whoever left that relationship, whoever they were using basically for money, has no regrets about walking away from the situation. With the Two of Pentacles, it looks more so to me like somebody is moving quickly away from this partnership and getting their money right so that they can build a foundation elsewhere. It looks like somebody who was warned to, stay in their own lane, pull back, stop, going after somebody, stop trying to control a situation. They made the tower situation that hit them repeat over and over again, or they, magnified it. It's like there was an intervention planned by the universe. And maybe, Steven's parents were invited and they were all going to talk about how Steven needed to stop being a control fucking loser, right? Steven was determined to show that he doesn't have control problems. Brought 50 other people to speak on his behalf about how he doesn't have control problems, not realizing that by the time this intervention happened, everyone was really just going to show up to be like, actually, yeah, we do think you have that problem. They invited people to their own public flogging. Green Pentacles in the reverse. People are now witness to their failure, their being exposed, and there may also be some public understanding that this person's losing money. We have the Queen of Cups in the reverse, clarifying the Eight of Swords. People don't want to be close to this feminine energy anymore because there was a measure of emotional manipulation, emotional abuse. The things that people have heard are really kind of like shocking them, like the level to which somebody was willing to go. And the people who have heard what this Queen of Swords in the reverse did are, like I said, kind of shocked, right? Because there's a lot put into this. With the Seven of Pentacles, the fact that she's lost this relationship, lost this community, lost this home, people see it as her karma. Whatever she did, it warrants what she's lost. We have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, clarifying the Five of Cups in the reverse. She invested in the wrong things. I keep looking at how the sharp end of this tool is facing towards this person's muscle. Like, I feel like instead of actually being able to make contact with the nail, making any kind of improvements on the pentacle that he's working with, really he was just, or she, stabbing himself, not really realizing, like, you're doing this to yourself. Someone was so focused on what end result they really felt entitled to or really wanted to pursue. Look at how, like, self-impressed this person is. Like, they don't shit or something. And then the Nine of Wands, the Wounded Warrior, there were ample opportunities for this person to learn the lesson and move on and stop doing this. But even we've got Nine of Cups, Nine of Wands, right? Even this is repeating. They just keep doing the same garbage over and over again. Refusing to learn their lesson, refusing to let anything alter their plans, right? We're going to have to pull out the Situations deck after this because I have a feeling we're going to get that Obsession card. Alright, we have the Ace of Swords in the reverse, clarifying the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. This is a money-hungry, materialistic, disloyal, feminine energy that does not tell the truth. Could even be one to create illusions for people. We have the Eight of Wands in the reverse, clarifying the Queen of Cups in the reverse. It looks like a lot of people have cut this feminine energy off. Because potentially they feel like she needs to get some healing. Like, I'm hearing, you need Jesus. Like, something here about this person needing to really work on themselves. Like, maybe this person had a habit of telling other people, like maybe they're a counselor or an advisor of some sort, and now it's gotten to that point where people have, like, seen who this feminine energy really is, so it's like, man, you're trying to, like, coach me on my shit, like, you better, like, get right with Jesus. Judgment in the reverse. Because they know she was acting against better judgment, whether that's hers or other people's better judgment. If this is resonating for you, go ahead and give me a like or a subscribe. So, I don't know, maybe receipts coming out when I mess that up is important. I do feel like, yeah, people are not just, like, making assumptions here. There's something that has happened that enlightened a group of people to what this Queen of Swords in the reverse had been doing with her time, how she invests her time. And with lockdown in the reverse, I feel like this is trying to say, like, it could have been posted on social media, to be honest. Because one of the words on here is confined. This realization is not confined. This is like I said, public shaming earlier. There's something here that happened on a public forum or in a public space that definitely underscored what happened. Called it obsession. This person is obsessed. And that's why they weren't able to listen to other people that said, hey, maybe it's time for you to, like, take a step back. Like, what are you doing? But this person was too focused on things that had happened in the past. This could mean, this person had some trauma they needed to work through that made it difficult for them to see this from, a reasonable perspective. But I think this is more so to do about this person they were in a relationship was potentially somebody they had multiple rounds with, where somebody maybe just got a little comfortable and assumed they would never leave or never lose this person. So we have searching in the reverse. So especially because this is under Eight of Wands in the reverse, which can talk about communication, I feel like somebody's been ghosted, but I also feel like somebody has found the information they needed, right? Like if somebody was trying to figure out, okay, this person says this is what happened, and this person says this is what happened. Somebody did their own investigation. They maybe even just looked for intent, like, who are these people, right? Something has been decided. No information is required beyond what has been collected. We have love here. Did someone fall in love during their private investigation? So we have synchronicities in the reverse and insatiable. So because this is clarifying realization, I feel like a lot of people were ignoring signs. They were, maybe due to society pressure type, concepts like wanting to fit into the group, unwilling to vocalize until they knew for sure what was going on. But I feel like people did see signs for a while that this person was, this is saying insatiable. So I feel like in particular due to like money or status, this person was willing to do or say anything. And I feel like people started to notice that. This person had an obsession with preventing a reunion or reconciliation. There could have been a third party that this person knew about that they were concerned would be the end of their relationship, right? But was that really because of love or because they were using this person for money? Because mostly what I saw was somebody that was in love with a coin. Divine masculine. So it definitely feels like we have a divine masculine dealing with a karmic and a true love soulmate. He's trying to figure out now, or was trying to figure out, whether or not this person he has feelings for outside of the relationship was karmic. We have karmic in the reverse. This is unconditional or true love. So we have access granted and nightlife. Take a risk. Feels like that piece of information that came in and helped a group or even an individual understand who was who. This has sparked an interest in no longer just looking for information, but actually like getting access, because we have access granted. So this could be somebody who has tried to catfish or tried to use a fake profile. And because there has been a rather public conversation about this situation, they may feel more confident in communicating as themselves. Because it looks like they, too, may have some insatiability. So we do have the divorce card coming out. I feel like it's coming out in the reverse. This person may be trying to avoid a conversation until things are finalized with regards to where they lived before, who they were with before. There's a possibility for some of you that the end of this karmic relationship happened when they were engaged or working towards, having a baby or, whatever. There's something here about it having been a pretty serious relationship, but the ending being like a soldering iron, just like done, burnt, sealed, moving on. Like, done. This masculine saw exactly what he needed to know who was who. And now there's a sense of relief for this masculine. He may actually even know that he has a new layer of protection because he's stood up for himself or reclaimed his power, reclaimed his voice. But it looks like he wants to make a move towards whatever makes him happy. So he may be moving back home to where his family is, moving in with a buddy, moving towards somebody he does care about. We'll get just a couple more from the Gypsy Oracle and then call it. So we have thief and malady. If you're unfamiliar with that word, that means illness. You can see he's laying in bed and he's got some medicine on the cabinet next to him or the nightstand next to him. It feels to me like while somebody was kind of down and out, dealing with an illness or maybe even struggling with like a little bit of depression, but there was somebody here who was sneaking around trying to take a little bit from the buffet. You know what I mean? Like, if this is somebody who throws a party where they leave alcohol out, this is the kind of person that would take like the leftover, like the, half a bottle of liquor and stick it in their purse for like next weekend, like that kind of thing. Because they didn't feel like this person would be able to do anything about it or would notice it. This could be the situation that ended the relationship, that this masculine found out that this feminine was stealing from him. I'm going to go with yes. Misfortune. Looks a lot like the Tower. And I feel like there is someone who is helping the masculine here, making sure that he doesn't get any other despair from this feminine. But it looks to me like the feminine is potentially leveraging emotional manipulation, maybe even threats of suicide to try to delay or manipulate the situation. But really, the only thing that she's concerned about is property. So if she tries to claim that she really does love this person, that's whoever I'm reading for, that's bullshit. But we have consolation with, I always mess up this word, Archangel Michael. So it feels to me like even though there are difficult times happening currently, there are brighter days ahead. There is an effort to usher this divine masculine into safer territory. He is prevented from harm, so just remember to express gratitude and do what you can to avoid the craziness, right? Also, just in case you hadn't noticed yet, with this dress, we've got the skeleton just like peeking up over and Bast peeking up over. Just had to point it out. Anyways, thank you for supporting my channel. Have a wonderful rest of your day.